Hey guys, it's Peggy at Headshots by Peggy. So let's talk a little bit about time. Everybody kind of understands the concept of time, right? 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, so on and so on and so on. So why is it that sometimes you can have nothing on your schedule but like one or two things and you run out of time? And other times you can have a packed schedule. I mean, you look at your schedule and you're like, how am I possibly going to get all of those things done? And then your best friend calls you with an emergency and you have to run over and help them really quick. And at the end of the day, you not only got every single thing done on your packed schedule, but you also helped out a friend. How does that work? Well, let's think about it. I mean, let's be serious. Time isn't just as simple as 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour and 24 hours in a day. I mean, it can't be, because you know the experience that I just gave you an example of, you know that's happened to you. And you know that you've had nothing on your schedule and still didn't have time to eat lunch or something. It's like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's true. And I think a lot of it is that we have the power to make time. We make time for things that are important to us. Now for me, I've been self-employed since I was 23 years old, and my career is important to me. I make time to take classes. I make time to listen to seminars. I make time to play with my camera and, check and learn all my equipment and do everything and sharpen my skills. And now that I've been doing headshots, I make time to talk to casting directors. I make time to talk to people in the film industry. I make time to find out what it is that's going to make my clients' headshots pop and stick out and stand out in the sea of headshots. Why? Because that's a priority to me. It's my job, it's my career, it's what I do, it's what I love, it's what I'm passionate about. Now, here's something that I hear on a regular basis. And I hear people tell me, oh man, Peggy, I need to get in. I really want you to do my headshots. I just don't have time. And I always think that's really odd, because your headshots are one of the most important, one of the biggest parts of your marketing strategy for your career. And you don't have time to do that? That's a little bit weird, right? So in my investigation and finding out what people think and what casting directors think, the one thing I found is casting directors do notice whether you take the time and invest in yourself and get a good headshot. Because remember, no casting director is going to get you a job. No casting director is going to be able to make sure that you book a job. But what that casting director does have the ability to do is get you an audition and get you in the room and get that director or all those people that make the decision who they're going to book, get you in front of them. And when a casting director sees that you didn't invest much on your headshot, maybe you just found somebody on Facebook or Craigslist, maybe you found somebody, a friend that just had a camera, or maybe you just did a selfie. Casting directors see that, and whether it's consciously or subconsciously, they realize that you didn't believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself. So why should they invest any of their time in you? Maybe they're not going to go ahead and open up and look at what look at your reel and look at what you have to offer, look at your resume, and call you in for an audition. There's a good chance you're going to get overlooked simply because you didn't take the time to invest in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, not only do you have an amazing headshot, but it also does something for your self-confidence. You're like, yeah, look at this. This is awesome. I am good at this. I can do this. And it gets you in that mindset of success. And you start seeing yourself out there doing things. And it's a powerful thing to get out of that frump where, oh, I don't have the time. I really want to invest in my career. I want to get my acting career going, but I got to go do this. I got this job to do and that. And you're just overwhelmed. But when you make the time, don't worry about how many seconds are in a minute and how many minutes are in an hour and how many hours are in a day. You make the time. You make that a priority. You make the time to invest in your career, invest in your headshots, invest in your marketing strategy, and start getting out there. And then submit like crazy, and all of a sudden you're going to start getting called in for auditions, and you're going to see your career start moving. Why? Because you took the time to invest in it. So it is very important to make time. Don't just come up and say, oh man, I really need to do that, but I just don't have time. Because what that tells me is you are not ready to invest and make that serious jump, that serious leap into making this a serious career. So if that's you and you are ready to invest and you want to do this for real, give me a call and let's get these headshots done. Let's get your marketing strategy going and take the time. I'm going to send you a questionnaire. Take the time to read it, fill it out, think about what roles am I a fit for, and then get that wardrobe that's going to help make those headshots pop. Drink water, eat healthy for a few days before so your skin's hydrated and your eyes are bright, because after all, your headshots are all about those eyes. So let's make them as clear and sharp as we can. Take the time to invest in this. This is your career. This is what's going to get you out there and get you going. So that's my vlog for today. Invest in yourself. Make the time. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. If you haven't done it already, make sure you get over to YouTube, subscribe, click that little bell so you don't miss out on any of my amazing vlogs. But most importantly, have the most amazing week ever, and I'll see you next week.